How are you today?
I'm doing good, thank you. What about yourself?
Doing fine.
All right. Seems like you're traveling
Yep.
to the airport. Nice. Mr. Ryan, do you mind if I record our ride for
I don't mind at all.
for my YouTube channel?
Oh, okay. What?
That's okay.
Is there? I'm not going to do anything exciting.
Oh, you're not gonna make a little dance?
No, I'm just going to sit here and stare at my phone.
Okay, that's fine too. If so, then I will not publish it. But usually what I do, I just have conversations with my customers and I publish those to YouTube.
Huh.
But if you have work to do or make phone calls and all of that, I'll just cut that out.
Okay, yeah.
If there's any conversation left, I'll publish it. If not, that's fine too.
Sounds good. Yeah, I'm going to catch up on some emails.
Okay, yeah, sounds good.
Cool.
Time is valuable.
Yeah, I've been sitting in meetings for a couple of days. So,
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Can I ask what kind of meetings? What do you do?
So I'm in construction product distribution, and we were in board meetings.
Oh, that sounds boring.
It was fine.
It was?
So you drive.
Well, I mean,
you drive and you do YouTube. What else do you do?
I'm in IT actually.
Oh, really?
I'm an IT consultant.
Nice.
That's for a non-profit, mainly. So the word says enough, I think, non-profit.
Yep.
So I'm
Makes
not
sense.
getting a lot of money out of that, which is okay. I love them dearly, and it's great work. It's work of my heart. And so I do a little Ubering, but the Uber was a little boring for me, and so I came up with this project.
That's funny.
And I started a month ago. I have 57 subscribers.
Nice.
It is not going anywhere yet, but
Nice.
I'm very grateful for those 57.
Well,
Please,
pretty
people,
cool.
don't get me wrong. Please
Yeah.
like and subscribe.
Yeah.
But it's just like you know, sometimes you gotta come up with a little spice or so. I don't know. It's just because here's the thing is that because thanks to the camera and the microphone, I'm more aware of my customers in the car,
Okay.
and I'm otherwise the amount of conversations is a lot less.
Yeah.
It's a lot more boring. So this is at least more fun.
Yeah, that's good. Got to pass the time.
Yep. And I like driving, so what more can I wish for, right?
Well,
But,
I'm pretty boring, so I'm sorry.
No, I don't believe in boring people. That cannot be.
Huh.
No. Those that haven't been born yet, maybe. But no, I've had so many people that said, "Oh no, I'm not interesting." But everybody has a story.
Hmm.
It depends on what you consider. Like, sure, I'm not a cash cab, right? I'm not one of these YouTubers that wants like spectacle in the car, and,
Right.
like all this drama and all of that. No, I just like regular conversations.
Huh.
I'm a little bit of a weirdo, maybe. I mean, but isn't that actually also the problem with YouTube? Is that you have all these like 1 minute videos, and always something dramatic or exceptional or fantastic happens.
Everything's over dramatized.
It's so true. And where's just a normal conversation? Like, who is Mr. Ryan? And a lot of people ask me questions. I know that I'm on stage as well, but you know, I don't mind. You know, I'm just a regular human being.
How long did you say you've been driving?
2 years now. Yeah, I've been living in Naples for 3 years. So originally from the Netherlands.
Okay.
But before here, we were living in Haiti because my wife's Haitian.
Okay.
That got a little too dangerous.
Yeah.
And have you ever been there?
I've not. No.
You have not?
No.
You look actually a little European.
Do I? I'm not surprised for you to say that. I've heard that before.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Sort of like the
Yeah, longer face.
longer face a little bit. I don't know. Is it like Dutch ancestry or something
Yeah,
like that, or German?
I mean, I have German.
German ancestry.
German ancestry. Yeah. That's but I have heard that. So I've been to like Taiwan. I've been to China, and I've been to India. And in all of those places, they
First
say
thing
the
that
same
you're
thing.
from Europe, yeah.
That's funny that you would say that.
Funny, eh? Yeah. Maybe it's the glasses. I don't know.
That might be part of it too.
Who knows? It's not a bad thing,
No.
maybe.
Not at all. I mean,
Neither is being American bad thing. I mean,
right. Well, think people,
But so you've been to a lot of places then. Is that all for work or also
yeah,
holidays?
Yeah, for work.
Work.
Yeah.
So that's a big company then.
Yeah, we source things internationally, so I've made trips over there with our sourcing team. I do products, but go over there and kind of meet the mills, see the products being produced, things like that.
Okay, so what kind of products?
Construction products. Our main line is drywall fasteners or drywall screws.
Drywall screws.
Yeah, gotta have a screw to hang a piece of drywall.
That's true. And especially in the US, that drywalls are being used a lot.
Tons, yeah.
I actually learned that because of the floodings here in Naples.
Yeah.
Oh, was that maybe one of the reasons why you were here?
Well, no, that's not. It's just coincidental. We were down here because a lot of our board members have properties down here, but there was a ton of work that's going on, obviously, here, and a lot of drywall to be replaced.
Now, the funny thing is that now I know that your business is doing well.
Yeah.
Because if a lot of your board members have properties down here, Naples is not your cheapest place to be,
true.
Right?
That is true. Most of them all say, "Oh, we got it way back in 2003 or whatever." So.
Yeah, of course, yeah. But let's go play some golf in the afternoon, and yeah. No, Naples is the place for golf, and Naples is the place for property investment for sure.
What brought you to the United States?
Actually, I have 2 American children.
Oh, okay.
So it was time for them to. So after we decided to leave Haiti, it was also time for them to start studying college.
Okay.
And so I got one in California and one in Colorado, and there's still one with us. And because they're American, they should study in the United States. Because here's where you get FAFSA and all these things like government support, and you can get your scholarships. If you study abroad, that's difficult. So. For them it was time to study here, and that's why we came here, and we chose Florida because it's cheap to fly everywhere.
Yeah, it is.
Europe for my country, and to the Caribbean for my wife, and then for the kids in the West.
Cool.
Yeah, Naples is a great place, really. It's a little paradise. So where do you live?
So I live in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Cincinnati, Ohio.
So
that is Chicago.
Side.
Oh, that's cold
right
still?
Across from Kentucky.
It snows?
Yeah. Not as much as Chicago, but it's cold there right now. I think it's in the teens.
In the teens,
so I'll be going home to some cold.
Yeah.
But
maybe one day retire here.
There you go.
Never know. Or maybe become a snowbird.
Yeah.
A lot of people do that.
Yeah.
You know, live the summers over there and the winters over here.
Yeah. We'll see. We've lived in Utah for 4 years. Our corporate office is in Utah.
Okay.
And so I spent 4 years there, and then had to move back home. It's been about 5 years ago. We moved back to Cincinnati to help with some family having medical issues.
Parents are getting older. Yeah. My parents are currently visiting with us. Very blessed. Very happy to have them over.
That's awesome.
And they're still in good health.
Good.
You know, and are your parents still alive?
No, so my mom was. We came home because my mom was sick with cancer, and then she died within the first year, and then my dad got cancer about a year after that, and he died last year. So
I'm so sorry, man. Jeez.
Thank you. We were grateful to be able to be back in Ohio and to help take care of them and help make sure they were in good hands there in their last couple of years. So everyone goes through it, right?
Yeah, but you went through it fast, one after the other.
I know, they were young. It was silly. They were like 66 and 64.
Oh wow!
So,
and then both of cancer.
Yeah, crazy.
The same.
Nah, so my mom's was breast cancer, and then she got that like 15. Well, it's been longer than that. 15 years before she passed away, and then it came back in her bones. And then my dad was lung cancer.
Lung cancer. Wow.
Yep.
Did he smoke?
Years and years ago, yeah. Pretty heavy smoker from a young age to, and then he quit probably 15 or so years ago. So.
That's what I did. I quit 15 years ago. I'm gonna make some little prayers soon.
Yeah. Pretty nasty disease.
He said while he coughed. It is a nasty disease, yeah. And I wish I had the strength when I was young to not touch that stuff. But I got hooked, and it was difficult to let go. But finally quit I'd say about 15 years ago.
Yeah. In college, and then a little after college, I smoked, and it was hard to quit. But luckily our kids are less interested in it, I think, than we were. So but there's all that vaping and everything else now too. So
yeah, for some reason I think that the kids nowadays grow up way more aware of what's healthy and what's not. And I often feel like they teach us rather than we them.
It's true.
And I remember my daughter when she was little, she once asked, "Dad, do you want to die?" I said, "What? No, of course not. Why?" "Well, because you smoked."
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no. So that is like a mirror in front of your face, like that is like a little confronting, but it's so true.
Yeah.
And kids look at it like that, and yeah, bless them. One of the reasons why I quit. And then my youngest son is 17 right now, and he won't even eat a big piece of chocolate.
Yeah.
I mean, I cannot leave chocolate alone.
I know, same.
And he takes a bite and says, "Yeah, I have had enough. That's okay. No, I don't want more sugar." And it's just like, you know, I'm amazed by that. It's just such an example for me.
Yeah. Is he going to go to college, did you say? Or
Yeah, hopefully.
any idea where? Around here, or not sure yet?
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Gabi, are you listening? No, I'm just kidding. The thing is that he loves soccer.
Yeah.
So he will want to try to get in a D1 or D2
Wow.
team, whatever he can get his hands on, or start D3 and then work your way up, whatever.
Wow.
So it's really going to be about like what kind of offers can you get,
Yep.
and depending on that, we'll just be moving there.
Yeah.
Now I already told him that, hey, if you go play soccer in Alaska, we'll be moving to Alaska. I don't care.
Yeah.
I want to see his games. I want to be on the, because you know I can be an Uber driver in Alaska as well.
Yeah.
I'll miss Florida. Well, we can come back here.
That's right. What position does he play?
So he plays mostly the wings and midfield and sometimes striker.
Pretty good shape then. Running
oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Soccer's a good sport. My boys played it. My oldest played up until like junior high, and then he had a friend who's I don't know exactly where he's going, but he got into a D2 school for soccer. He's pretty excited about that.
Oh, he did? Wow.
But soccer's really fun. And then my middle son just got his license to referee.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
How old is he?
He is 14.
14. He got his license as referee at 14?
Yeah.
Oh, tell me about that.
Well, no, he started just with the little rec league like around town and was just doing that, and now he's able to be a line judge for like older kids.
For older kids as well?
Yeah, so I don't know exactly which level he'll end up reffing at, but I assume he'll be doing, you know, some decent
so much fun.
Yeah.
And does he make any money with it, or is it voluntarily?
Yeah, and that's the other thing. I think in the rec league, I don't know what he made, maybe $15 a game, and so he makes more when he does a higher level of play. So we'll see how it goes. It's intimidating and people are crazy, but
sure, it is intimidating, especially with the parents.
Yeah.
The kids, they have a certain level, but you can be above that because they depend on you.
Yeah.
But the parents, they get out of line sometimes.
Yeah,
they get so aggressive, and also towards each other.
Oh,
People have to remember that it's still a game. It's kids playing, and if you start like calling each other names because you don't agree with the referee, that's just your opinion.
Yeah. It's rough because they say there's a pretty big shortage on referees right now anyway, like nobody wants to do it, so.
I can imagine why, yeah.
I think a lot of our games last year, so my son doesn't play at the highest level. He's on the second level for his age group in his club.
Okay. That's so
but
good.
So the national team I think is above him, and so he's one step under that. Anyway,
wow.
Even there, like they don't have the refs, and so half the time you have a center ref, you may have one line, and then a parent has to do the other line. It's like it's getting rough.
Wow.
But because nobody wants to do it, and people are mean.
Yeah, but it's interesting though. Plus, it makes it get. I don't know. I mean, if I would be a kid and I love playing soccer, why not also work in soccer?
Yeah.
You know, do something that shows you the game and makes you see things and make you train you to make decisions.
Yeah.
I think as a referee, you can learn a lot about the game as well.
I agree.
But so, how did your son then get his certificate? That's online, or is that
Yeah, so for the lower level, it was like an online thing, and then you met with a local official. It was pretty simple. And then this newer license is he did have to go through, like, he did a bunch of online classes, and then he had to do a couple of things in person as well, where they went out and so anyway, it wasn't.
And then it's really all about experience.
That's right. But the good news is, a younger guy like him, they'll put him with someone who has some experience, and they'll be able to teach him. So I think it's I think being able to study for it, I think being able to understand it more, to be able to even to see parents, how they react, how players react, coaches, like, I think all that stuff's super valuable. So if he can do it for the sport he loves and learn all that, that's great.
That's for sure. Oh, bless him. No, I always think that referees are amazing because so many things happen and you gotta see everything. Plus, it's so difficult to see it happen so fast.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because I'm getting older, but often I go like, what just happened?
I know.
And then the referee has to call that. He has to like decide who was wrong, who was right. And I just, you see a bunch of kids bumping into each other. And yeah, something happened, but
it's a cool sport.
It is though. Soccer is wonderful.
It's gotten so much more popular in the United States than it was when I was a kid.
Yeah, right?
It's also probably a lot more watered down than it was when I was a kid, because when I was a kid, it was like there were very few select teams, right? And so like only the best of the best were playing. And I think now, if you're just the slightest bit into soccer, you end up playing for a club somewhere. It's just turned into like a business, I guess, which is, it's fine.
It's getting there.
Yeah.
It's getting there. And that means also that you have a chance to, if you work hard and you study hard, that you can eventually make MLS, like the pros.
Yeah.
I think because there's still a space, there's still a lot of growth in the system, so more teams, more people, that's great.
But your son must be darn good if he's looking at playing even Division 2, like Division 3, it doesn't matter. That takes a big commitment, and that's a pretty good high level of talent.
It is, it really is. Now, we don't know until, you don't know until you try.
Yeah.
So right now he's a junior in high school, so we're gathering a lot of video footage of him in action, and
so you have a YouTube channel for him as well?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah,
that's right. I figured that.
Gabriel Soccer.
All right.
Yeah. And we're working on the highlights videos, and then we have next week. Actually, we have a meeting with somebody who does coach training, or who does, how do you say it, a college admission training. Like, he helps you to get in the college that you want.
Yeah.
It's like a college coach.
That's awesome.
Yeah, something like that. So you have 3 sons?
I have 2 sons, and then I have a daughter.
And a daughter.
So 17, 14, and 11. And my 17-year-old will be 18 in March. He's a senior.
So this son, daughter?
That's correct.
Oh yeah, my son, daughter, son.
Okay.
So, well, better enjoy it while it's still with you, because here's what I learned is that I was sort of happy when the kids left home. Now I can't wait for the last one just to stay with us as long as possible.
Yeah.
It's so weird. It's like, but yeah, kids have to fly out whenever they do, and but aren't kids the greatest blessing in life?
Oh, for sure, yeah. Well, good kids. It's funny because all the things that you go through, all the different stages they go through, I always say that, like, the most challenging things, but they're over before you know it. You're on to something else, and then you look back on those things and like, those weren't that big of a deal. It's funny how that works. Yeah. They keep you on your toes, though.
They do, and they are a mirror of yourself, and they do ask questions once in a while.
Yeah.
It makes you think about things. Yeah.
So you haven't had any crazy riders or anything? It's all been pretty calm.
Well, once had a guy pull a gun on me.
Nuh-uh.
Well, he didn't pull it on me. He just pulled the gun and waved it around
Oh my goodness.
while talking aggressively.
Holy cow.
I had that on my dash cam, that footage, but not on the. I would not publish that anyway.
That's scary.
That was scary, and he was just like in a very aggressive state of mind, probably drugs or drink. I don't know what. That was the scariest thing, but it only happened once, and then I've done thousands of rides by now, so it's not that bad.
Good.
In general, it's nice, and about half the people agree to go online, and the other half says no, I'm private,
Yeah.
or I just don't think that it should be published. Like yesterday, I had someone who opened up about her past, and it was so horrible that I thought, no, I cannot publish that. Some people go through such hells of lives, and it's just amazing how people get out of that. It's actually very interesting to learn about these things. I've had a relatively happy childhood and a very happy life. I always made the most of it, and with a positive attitude you can make a good life for yourself. But there's a lot of people out there that don't know how to do that, and often it has a lot to do with abuse by parents.
Sure.
If parents are like bad people, they abuse their children, and the children grow up being abused. Yeah, what kind of life are you going to build that for yourself?
Yeah.
It's so hard for these people. But it's you meet these people in the Uber, and some of them are being published. I had an ex-convict in the car who told me how he steals cars and why he stopped doing it. He got out of jail, and because you get caught sooner or later.
Yeah.
And he learned that. He said the reason why I was stealing cars is because for the quick buck.
Yeah.
I need money. I need it now. I want a couple of $1,000. No, you go steal a car. It's easy. But it's always a dead end, right?
Yeah.
Maybe you can get away with it once or twice, but not forever. You'll get caught. And he learned, and you're just telling me all of that in the car, and I was like, wow, okay. Are you sure you still want to go online? Yeah, no problem. Oh, okay. You're not an ex-convict, are you?
No.
Darn.
Were you always this curious about people, or did the Uber spike that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. Yeah. I've always liked people.
Yeah.
Even the rude ones and the dumb ones, and
It's impossible to keep in perspective, but you just never know what people are going through or what experience they're in. Like
exactly.
all different stuff on any given day.
Yeah, and somebody may look like a bully to you, but there's probably a reason why he behaves like that.
Yeah.
And it's good to be open. Well, I must be honest though with you that I wasn't really aware of that I was enjoying it as much driving for Uber. Like you said, driving for Uber spiked that.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
Maybe I should have studied psychology instead of IT.
Yeah, or you could be, interviewing people on 60 Minutes or whatever the news show.
Something like that. Yeah.
A good way of
or sit down. I've actually thought about that. One of my favorite podcasts is Lex Friedman.
Oh, podcasts are great. Yeah.
These are amazing. He interviews the most amazing people, and I thought, maybe I should do something similar, but with another formula or another.
So how many people are like me when they get in? I had no intention. I was okay with you recording it. I had no intention of talking.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not. And then here I am talking. Like, how many people are like that versus open from the start?
I think actually most.
Really?
Yeah, actually most.
Do you have a sense if you're going to be able to get them to talk or not right away?
No.
No,
I just try and I see what happens.
That's awesome.
And there's still a few people that don't enjoy it.
Yeah.
But there's usually a reason behind it. They just came out of a fight or something happened at home or at work. They're in a bad mood. They just don't answer my questions, and that's fine. Then I shut up and I don't talk.
All right.
you respond, and even better, you think of questions yourself,
Yeah.
which makes it super easy for me.
Yeah.
And what I'm also starting to discover for myself is that I like talking.
That's awesome.
Yeah, no, it's not. I want to get better at asking the questions and listening, because in the end it's about the riders. It's about the people that take a ride, not me. But that's a learning process, though.
Well, I didn't mean to mess up the flow if it was supposed to be not you answering questions. I prefer to hear from others than to be talking myself.
And I guess that's what conversation is about.
That is what
it goes
yeah.
back and forth.
There you go.
People who subscribe, yeah, sorry about that, but I'll learn learn as I go.
Yeah.
I'm still not sure about the name of the channel. So it's called Driving You.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah, because it's about the you, and then what I'll do, like with the one person in the car like this, one image is on you, and the other half of the screen will be the car driving.
Okay.
Because I have a camera in the front
Yeah.
and a camera on the cabin, and that sort of, I don't know why I'm doing that, but yeah.
That's cool.
Because only camera on you is a little boring,
Yeah,
maybe.
that would be.
I don't know. That's not personal,
No,
right?
it would be.
It's, and at the moment it's still like that. Mostly men are watching the channel, and it's not evenly distributed. And then of course the videos with girls in it are the most popular videos.
Okay.
So there's still some sexism happening there.
Of course, yeah.
Or how would you say that nicely? But I hope that the channel ungrows that one day, you know, that it's going to be like an even public.
Yeah.
But yeah. What's also interesting is that the moment I stop publishing, my number of views just goes to zero.
Huh.
So I have to crank them out every day a few videos, 2 or 3.
Wow.
And as long as I keep doing it, the numbers keeps growing.
Huh.
Number of views and the number of subscribers. Maybe your son, if he's a referee, he could maybe, I was gonna say YouTube it,
Yeah.
but I'm not sure that.
I don't know if they would let them or not.
You have YouTubers who like put the camera on top of their front forehead.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
I don't know, kids are just so much better at this stuff than old people like me.
Well, you have a good setup going, so clearly you figured it out.
I'm still working with it though. The sound is probably horrible. I'm sorry to say now, but I'm still like wrestling with the sound.
Okay.
There's, especially on the highway, the sound is there's too much rumble in it.
Okay. Well,
And,
these aren't these Chryslers are not known to be the quietest vans in the world either.
So
Right?
true.
I had what did we have? We had a Volkswagen, which actually Volkswagen bought. They have a van at one point. They may still have it. I don't know. But it was a Chrysler Dodge body with a VW like engine or something. So it was
really?
the same thing, and it was pretty loud.
I know which one you mean.
Yeah, the Rotan, I think, is what it was called.
Yes.
We liked it, but it was loud.
You consider this loud?
I think there's quite a bit of road noise. Yeah.
Yeah. With what do you compare it? What do you drive?
I have a Tesla Model Y, and it's not the quietest in the world, but
No, but it's quieter than this.
I feel like it is. Maybe I'm just. I feel like it is. Yeah.
Oh, because now you mentioned exactly the car that I would love to be able to do the Ubering with.
Yeah.
I cannot do the long rides with it, but I can do the short rides with it, and it would give me more income because there's less cost driving it. It's
Yeah.
just that affording a Tesla Model Y it's a little pricey at the moment.
They are. What I've found, like, I like it. It's been a fun car. But, like, if I'm taking, like, if I have to go out of town for a soccer trip, or if I'm driving 2 hours, 3 hours away, it's not ideal to have to stop and charge for 40 minutes. Like, that's a drag. So if I'm just driving back and forth to the airport, doing normal things, then I can charge it overnight at home. It's no big deal. But I don't know if I'll have another one at this point.
Oh,
it was a blast, but
interesting.
But it is more. I mean, you would do pretty well with it. But you still have to. I mean, you would have to. If you're going to Uber, you would have to pay to charge somewhere. You wouldn't be able to go home each time in between, right?
No.
How many miles do you drive in a day when you Uber?
Like, yeah, that's really different. Depending on the day, it's somewhere between 100 and 300 miles.
Okay. Because I've got the long range Y, and it's supposed to go 300, but that's if you go like 55 miles an hour, no cruise control, no nothing. And I feel like right off the bat, you lose 50 miles, so I may get 250. On top of that, I don't like to let it get below 30% because it's not like you can just stop anywhere and fill up. So I'm probably a little too paranoid to just run it down too low. So that said, you know, I'd have to charge if I was Ubering.
Interesting.
I mean, the charge rates are, I believe the time it takes to charge are reducing, like it's charging faster as they, I guess, continue to develop things. I don't know, or maybe it's something related to the software, but.
Interesting. Huh. But it should mean, though, theoretically, that I should still be good Ubering with it. I've seen a couple of Ubers with Teslas.
I've been in quite a few of them, yeah.
Yeah, in certain cities there are more. But I do like the wrong lights as well. Sometimes I have a long ride like to Miami or Orlando or whatever. And like that's like a 2 or 3 hour ride.
Yeah.
Those are fun. You know, if I have enough energy and they're not good for the channel because the long rides are not very popular.
Yeah.
You know, some are, but most are not.
Do you have to do much editing on the short rides, or do you just post it as it is?
No, I just go blank. I just post. Yeah. No, what I do, I'll make a like sort of like. Depends a little. The beginning's usually just the moment you get in.
Okay.
It's already running. It just runs the whole afternoon. I go home and edit, and then at the end I'll put a little end screen with the music.
Okay.
And then in case you do get a phone call, I'll make a note of it, and then I'll edit that out.
Okay.
But other than that, it's just put it up there. Or if there's a lot of quietness, I'll edit that out.
Okay.
Yeah, it's usually like I do the Uber thing. It's a couple hours driving, and then it's definitely a couple hours behind the computer editing again. Yeah, it's just part of the job. But I enjoy it. And the funny thing is that what happens? I'm not looking at you much because I have to pay attention driving.
Right.
Now I get to see you once I'm editing,
True, yeah.
and then I see, oh, that is what I was talking to, and then you get a face with the voice.
Yeah.
And that happens later for me.
That's interesting, yeah.
Yeah, for most people that happens right away when you see the video, right? And I'm also like putting them on the podcast. So here's one podcast of me. This was from yesterday.
Wow.
I need to make a logo of this. I need to make do something with that. I was actually thinking that they would put the picture that was with this podcast, but what they do is they put the picture of the whole thing. You know what I mean? Like if you go, these are all the podcasts.
Okay.
But each podcast has a different picture, has the picture of the person.
Oh.
So you can find yourself also later on iTunes. iTunes or podcast on the iPhone. But that's later. Yeah. But again, the sound of that is pretty bad, especially on the highway. So I was thinking of putting maybe microphones in the ceiling to get the microphone closer to you.
Yeah.
maybe, yeah. It all costs money, and we'll see. One step at a time. So how long? When is your flight?
When is my flight?
Yeah, when?
Like 3:48 or something like that.
Plenty of time. And then which airline?
Delta.
Delta. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it was super quiet on the road today. It was good.
It's good.
Yeah.
Did your property have any damage from the storms?
No, thankfully not.
Good.
No. And I'm still renting. I'm hoping to buy something soon, but I'm still renting.
Okay.
So. Yeah, it's been pretty devastating around here.
Scary.
Yeah. Do you have any? Are there any natural disasters in Ohio?
I mean, tornadoes come through, but we've had them come somewhat close. But I've never had damage from one in my vicinity.
So how does a tornado happen? Is that in hot weather or?
Yeah, it is. I think it's spring and summer. Yeah.
Spring and summer. Oh yeah. Okay.
It's like when the temperatures are, like, I think different from. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure.
Okay. Oh, interesting. What kind of hobbies do you have?
Did you say hobbies?
Yeah.
So I play drums. I play drums some still, but I've always played drums my whole life. My kids play music
nice.
as well. So yeah.
Like with a band as well?
Not anymore. I used to. But,
You used to?
yeah.
What kind of bands?
So we did. I was in like an Irish band with bagpipes and fiddle and stuff. And
Oh,
flute,
really?
And then rock instruments along with it. That was fun. And then I did like just pop covers and stuff for years and years when I was younger. So it's always just been for fun. But.
How do you get to an Irish band like that with the doodle sock, those big bags and stuff?
It was so my cousin, last name Maloney. He had. He just was into the music, and we played music together in other forms. And he was like, "Hey, I think this is what I want to do." And then he met some bagpiper, and then next thing you know, he met a fiddle, and so yeah, it was cool.
Huh.
There's some really big festivals for that kind of music. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So we would just mainly play those. There's a couple of Irish bars in Ohio as well. So.
And you guys will play there?
Yeah.
It's so much fun.
Yeah.
Why did you stop though?
Because I'm old and I got 3 kids.
I'm old. Come on, jeez. I'm older.
I can't stay up anymore like I used to.
Yeah. That's true.
It was more for fun than anything. I always joke. I don't know if you know. Have you heard of Waffle House?
Waffle House, sure.
Yeah. So I always said I just played music so that I could go to Waffle House afterwards. And so at 3 in the morning, go have Waffle House.
Yeah. Just made barely enough money for the Waffle House.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Okay, yeah, you cannot do that forever. It's interesting though. Yeah, and then life happens and kids happen, and I'll keep you busy for sure.
But my kids all play music. That's cool.
Oh, that's so nice though.
My son,
what kind of instruments do they play?
So both my boys can play drums, piano, guitar, bass, whatever, and then my daughter plays a little bit of piano. I try to teach her drums, but
you just said whatever.
She's not as interested as them, but she likes to sing.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
I'm hearing something happening.
Family band.
A family, exactly.
Yeah,
I mean, if the boys really played that many instruments, you could like record stuff, and you just need somebody to, I don't know, come up with some songs.
Yeah, so my sister, I have an older sister, 3 years older, and she plays music also. Her kids also do. So every year at Christmas, we actually do get together, learn a song, record it, and post it online, just to kind of, just for the fun of it.
Sure.
So.
Does the band have a name?
No. So my family, we don't have a name.
I mean, can I link to it?
Oh no, that's all right. Yeah,
it's private.
That's all right.
Okay.
I don't.
Oh, that's okay.
It's not that it's private. It's just for fun.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I got 57 subscribers. It's not gonna like, but let's say that maybe in the future, hopefully, something happens.
That's funny.
Well, it's been nice talking to you.
Yeah, you as well. It was a pleasant surprise.
Ryan. Yeah, I'm not your regular Uber. I'm sorry about that.
No, that's fine by me. Like I said, I was all prepared to
work,
sit here and be quiet, and it was a good conversation.
Thank you.
You're very good at engaging with people.
Oh, thanks. Appreciate that.
And I like your perspective. I like that you recognize the things that people are going through, and I think that's pretty neat.
Yeah, I'm a pretty serious guy. Yeah. I appreciate it, Ryan. And sure, it makes time and the ride so much faster, right?
Yeah.
And I'm sure I'll pick up a ride from here somewhere again.
Yeah, that's good for you.
Yep. Tomorrow we play finals, district finals.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Yeah, it's gonna be an exciting game. Yesterday we won the semi-finals.
Wow.
And tomorrow is gonna be the finals. It goes one after the other, and then it's up to regionals.
Wow. Good luck.
With high school. Oh, Delta you said, right?
Yeah, Delta.
Let's see. Over there. Don't cry, people. Somebody gonna pick you up, or you have a car over there?
I have a car over there. Unless you want to drive up and take me home.
Maybe next time.
All right, maybe. Cool. Nice to meet you. I'll get
Mr.
myself
Ryan.
out of the back.
For sure. There we go.